respected and most outspoken Minister, Shri Shankar Rao Garu, Principal Secretary to the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Shri J.C. Sharma, President of FISME, Shri Mohan Prakash, Director of NSIC, Shri Uday Kumar Garu, President of FAPSIA, Shri Mr. Hanmantrao, Zonal General Manager of NSIC, Shri Ravi Kumar, Chairman of the Exhibition Committee, Shri Satish, Captains of Industry who are in this conference today, founders, directors, senior executives and staff of the participating companies, including the public sector undertakings and the defense companies, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I must apologize that I could not keep my word for coming for the inaugural function on Friday, but these were circumstances beyond my control as there was a whip in Parliament and I had to stay back. But I nevertheless thank the organizers for accommodating me, for able to speak to you all on Sunday. And I'm immensely pleased that the event has been successful. Walking around the stalls and the exhibition halls, I've, despite it being the last day, I see a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of anticipation in terms of what is to happen and the prospects ahead. And I can tell you at the outset that none of you will be disappointed. It gives me immense pleasure to be present today on the concluding day of the Def+Contract India 2011, the International MSME Subcontractor and Supply Exhibition for Defense, Aerospace and Homeland Security, organized by the Federation of Indian Micro and Small Scale and Medium Enterprises and National Small Scale Industries Corporation. I'm sure that this 3-day event would have helped all of you in forging contracts in business development, especially in the areas of defense, aerospace, homeland security, and for creating awareness on the various policy initiatives that have been taken by the Ministry of Defense, and also for you all to review existing partnerships and also to forge new alliances. I take this opportunity to congratulate the organizers again for making this a most satisfactory event. And I'm sure, I heard the figure of about 80% of the participants wanting to come back for the next event, and that shows that there's a lot of positive feeling that's been generated, and I'm sure that the next one will be even more successful. And I'm sure by then most of the companies would have also tasted some success in the ventures that they've set out to, especially with the Ministry of Defense. The small and medium enterprises are the engines of economic growth, and their growth in India can contribute to its economic prosperity through employment generation, poverty reduction, social influences, uniform wealth distribution, and the overall development of the country. The government is committed to help this growth of small and medium enterprises, especially in the defense and aerospace sectors. The new Defense Procurement Procedure 2011 aims to achieve a substantial self-reliance in the design, development, and the production of equipment, weapon platforms, weapon systems, in as early a time frame as possible. The policy aims to create conditions conducive for the private industry to take an active role in this endeavor. It also aims to enhance the potential of SMEs in indigenization and to broaden the defense R&D and manufacturing base in the country. Preference will be given to indigenous design, development and manufacture of defense equipment. Wherever the required arms, ammunition and equipment are possible to be made by an Indian industry, but within the timeline required by the services. Procurement will be made from indigenous sources in order to enhance the national competence in producing the state-of-the-art defense equipment. All viable approaches such as formation of consortia, joint ventures, and public-private partnerships within the government-approved time framework will be undertaken. Policies will be put in place to encourage ordnance factories, the defense PSUs, and the private sector to strengthen their research and development wings, so that constant upgradation and improvement in systems under manufacture is possible. The government will set up a separate fund to provide necessary resources to public-private sectors, including the SMEs, as well as academic and scientific institutions to support research and development of defense equipment and systems in enhancing cutting-edge technologies. An annual review of the progress made in self-reliance will be held by the Raksha Mantri. The new policy, where special emphasis has been given to SMEs, will, I am sure, enhance the potential and offer greater opportunities in the defense sector for the small and medium enterprises. The scope of the offset policy guidelines have been expanded to include civil aerospace, internal security, and also training. The list of eligible offset obligations will cover most aspects of civil aerospace, including aircraft, air engines, aircraft components, design, and engineering services. A wide range of weapons and services for counter-terrorism have also been included in the list of products under internal security. These changes, we hope, will provide a wide range of offset opportunities to vendors to participate in defense procurements and to encourage building up indigenous manufacturing capability in crucial areas. The various initiatives taken by the Defense Ministry would help the Indian industry to work out the technological requirements, to build up expertise in manufacturing capabilities, and to plan joint ventures with foreign companies for co-production arrangements in order to meet the future needs of our armed forces. The Indian aerospace industry is emerging and one of the fastest growing aerospace markets in the world. All the segments, including the civil aviation, military aviation, and space research, are showing tremendous growth. According to the Ministry of Civil Aviation, the Indian aerospace industry needs an investment of between 200 to 300 billion between the years 2009 to 2034. The thrust now, in view of the tremendous growth of civil aviation sector, is on modernization of airports, communication, navigation and surveillance systems for aircraft management, and facilities for maintenance, repair and overhaul of aircraft and subsystems. India also represents a large and growing annual market for air defense equipment, with major procurement of military hardware and also for upgrading its surveillance, defense and strike capabilities. Many private industries in India are showing an active interest in the aerospace sector. The entrepreneurship and growth potential of the private sector is immense and has to be leveraged for value addition, joint ventures, and for addressing the global markets. We want the Indian private sector to play a more prominent role even in the defense sector. Our aim is to motivate private companies to invest more financial and human resources in R&D. The Indian defense industry should blend creative thinking and innovative approaches in producing high-quality products. The defense organizations must work towards reducing the long gestation periods and in cutting down the time and cost overruns. The public sector should shed its reticence in working along with the private industry and to treat them as prospective partners. There is a need for maximum synergy between the various production agencies. The defense industry should blend creative thinking and innovative approaches in producing high-quality products. The defense organizations must work towards reducing the long gestation periods and cutting down the time and cost overruns. The public sector should shed its reticence in working along with the private industry and to treat them as prospective partners. There is a need for maximum synergy between the various production agencies. I am sure that the event and the seminars of these 3 days will provide a common platform would have provided a common platform to discuss various issues related to the MSMEs and would come up with the recommendations and suggestions to the government for the growth of the micro, small and medium enterprises. In the end, I would like to again thank all the participants for making this event a success and also for congratulating the organizers for taking the initiative. Again, I would like to assure the participants